today's video, I'm here with Leonard, and we're going to be sharing with you guys how we met, as well as answering the Q&A questions that you guys asked on our social media. So if you think you're interested, then I think you should watch to the end of this video. So yeah, let's start. So how did you meet?
Sometime in 2017, to be precise, in April. Then I was in Ghana and she used to be in China. So we had a bikers convention, more like an event for bikers around West Africa. So I was hosting the show
Yep.
on a friend's Snapchat account, which is like our mutual friend then and still is. So yeah, I hosted the show out there, and when I was done, I left my Instagram, my social media accounts on the page. That is my Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. So I left it. So a couple of people added me, and my girlfriend, now my wife, was one of the persons that added me up there and never said anything to me. So for like 4 days after she added me, of course, and I accepted her request, never said anything to me. And on the fourth day, I just felt like, okay, you know what? How about I leave her a message, which I did, and she heard my message.
Wait, he's making it seem like I'm not a nice person. Okay, so he hosted a show on Niger Snap Story, then Niger Snap Story, and I found him interesting and I added him. So backstory, when I saw him when he was hosting, I'm like, yo, this guy is cute. Then I told my best friend then that, yo, I think I've met my boyfriend. And she's like, how have you met your boyfriend? You are in China, and who is this boyfriend of yours? I'm like, okay, the guy is in Ghana. She's like, have you guys met before? I'm like, no, we've never met before, but I really like this guy. I think he's going to be my boyfriend. I never told him about this part though, you know. He got to find out like much later in the relationship, but starting off, that was how, you know, we started talking and continue from where I ended.
So she heard my messages and never said anything to me. So
what was it that you said that I heard?
Said, hey, let me spell Hey, and she didn't see anything. I sent another message after like 3 hours, still no reply. Then I sent a question mark towards evening, like 4 hours much later, and she finally replied and she said, don't you know saying hey to a girl is rude? And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, I had no idea it was rude. I'm hearing for the first time, so I apologize, forgive my manners. Then she goes, okay. So
Yeah. This is my own side of the story, right? So after I added him, you know, girls, you have to play hard to get, you know the drill, right? You ignore this single meal. Yeah, so after I added him, like, I refuse to be the first person to text him, because obviously Snapchat, when someone asks you, you are going to know, right? Yeah. So he knew I added him, but I refused to say anything because girls, we have to play hard to get. You get the drill, right? Yeah. So I added him, I waited, he didn't text me the first day. The second day I waited, he didn't text me. The third day I'm like, yo, I'm not interested in this guy. He's not texting me. My friend is like, how is he going to text you if you don't text him? You added him, so you should text him. Like, nah, I don't play like that. He saw it, so he should. I don't know why I was expecting him to text me, but I'm like, okay, if he eventually texts me, I'll reply. But if he didn't, I wasn't going to text him, by the way. So eventually he texted. Well, he texted with a hey. When I read it, when he texted, I was so happy. Okay, he texted hey. I was really happy he texted. But I didn't have to show you that I was happy that he texted, right? So I did not, like, I had to tell him that he was rude, which was rude. I was happy he texted, but the way he texted was what I wasn't really happy with. So I read his message. He texted a couple of times, still saying He like, who says that to somebody that they are just texting for the first time? I don't know you from Adam. We've never met before, and you are texting me, and the first thing you're saying is hey.
So yeah, so I apologized, and she was like, okay. So we got talking. How are you?
Let me interrupt you. So after I replied with, don't you know hey is rude? Even though I know hey was rude, but my reply to was rude. A typical Nigerian or Ghanaian guy will go haywire. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Will go haywire on you. Like, you know how they do it. They will reply you with the same energy that you reply them, right? For example, I said, don't you know hey is rude? I was expecting you to be like, who do you think you are? You know, this kind of who do you think you are kind of vibe. Well, he did not. Then he apologized. That was when I'm like, okay, he's not a bad person, by the way. So I think we can be friends. Yeah.
So yeah, so I did that, and she was like, yeah. So we got talking. I asked her for a number. She sent me a number. I called her. We spoke for like 3 hours plus.
More than
3 hours plus, and she had classes the next day. So she stayed up.
We spoke from like 8 p.m. China time to like around 3 a.m. China time, like non-stop. I don't know what you were talking about, but the conversation was really interesting, and we just kept on talking and talking and talking, like we've been talking, like we've known each other before, right? Yeah, so that was what happened. So I had classes the next day, and not even classes, ordinary class. I had exam to write the next day.
Yeah, that's right.
So we were still talking. I was still enjoying the conversation. Mind you, this was already like 3 a.m. I had to go to bed because I had exam to write by 8 a.m. in the morning. So I should be in class at least by 7:30 a.m. That's like 30 minutes before the exam starts. So in the course of our conversation, I did tell him that I had exam to write. When I was getting there, he asked, so what's the time there? I'm like, it's 3 a.m. Then he said, no, I think you should go to bed now. We can continue talking later. I'm like, are you going to call me? And he said yes, that he will call me.
See who was forming his voodoo, not begging me to call her the next day.
I was not begging you. We were friends. Then friends don't beg friends.
Who was your friend?
Were we not friends?
I know you become my friend.
So why were you not talking to me for several hours if I wasn't your friend?
I mean,
okay, well, I guess he didn't rate me.
Not like I didn't rate you, but after your whole shakara, so who is your friend? I was not your friend.
Whatever. So I asked him if he was going to call me. He said yes, he will call me. I gave him time to call me. That's China time, convenient time in Ghana that he could call me. And this guy promised to call me. And this was supposed to be on a Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was on a Friday. So you know how Friday is now. Because he said he was going to call me, I didn't go out on that Friday because I wanted to continue this interesting conversation. I don't even remember what we were talking about, but we had a lot to talk about. I waited. Can you believe that he did not God, he did not call me, he did not text me. It's like I never heard from him again. I didn't hear from him again.
Well, I didn't call her back because not like I didn't want to, but you know, school stuff, Friday, you know, trying to wrap up the week and everything, and I'm like, okay, yeah, we spoke for like quite a good amount of time, so let me just give her some space so she doesn't get bored of me. So I didn't call for like a couple of days.
You didn't call throughout that weekend. You didn't call on Monday, you didn't call on Tuesday. It was on Wednesday that you called.
Okay.
And that Wednesday that you called, you didn't really call like that though. I just texted him and guess what I said? Do you remember what I said?
You said, that's not me. Come and see attitude. As if I'm owing her money. I'm like, wait, this gets over. Why? What's up with the attitude? Like, she was like, is that how you are? You are, auntie.
You promised you were going to call, so why did you not
but then
call?
Again, I thought to myself, like, okay, this is like a new person you're just getting to know. Don't bore her up, like, so you don't run out of, like...
Am I not the one that said you should call me?
Yeah, you're being the girl. Trust me, when you run out of what's the right word?
Contents or conversation.
When you run out of conversations or when you get bored, you'll be the first person to just take a walk because it's easy for you guys, you know. So you just like, you know what, I'm done talking to this guy. I wouldn't take his calls again.
So
and
you were
everything.
avoiding catching feelings. Is
No,
that
I
what
was
you're
not like I was
doing?
avoiding catching feelings. I was avoiding not getting exhausted on time.
Oh, okay.
Like it's like, how do I talk to you? Conversation that I can have with you for a month. I'll now, after talking to you for like so many hours, I've literally given like half of all the content I have to give to you to hold you down
for the rest of the year.
Exactly. So if I call you the next day, because of how rosy it is from the start, I will talk for long and long and long and long, and then again I end up running out of what to say. So I was, you know,
small, forget about small. So for me, I didn't think the same way.
for me, like,
For me, like, I don't think, okay, let me be serious. I don't think the same way because I'm the content queen. I have a lot to talk about. I bring the gist, I bring the juice, I bring the games, I bring everything. So I was expecting you to call me, but this guy did not call me. He didn't call me, and since I didn't hear from him, that was like on Wednesday. I was bored. I don't know why I was angry, but I was really mad.
Super
like
upset.
I was very upset. I don't even know what was wrong with me. I was very angry. Like he owed me money. That was how angry I was at the time. So I texted him. Guess what I said? Big head.
Typical Nigerian girl. Big head.
I said big head.
You know what that means, yeah?
I said big head. Like thinking about it now, it's so foolish of me to even start conversation with that big head. Then he was like, "Hey, yes, what's up?" I'm like, "What's up?" Like question mark. You're telling me what's up? So I gave him attitude. That's what I remember though.
Yeah. Anyways, I was able to combat the attitude. So yeah, we got moving. So we used to talk like once, time difference and everything. So we talked like. Then there was one day, I don't know, I think she was having a bad day, I don't know. I thought I should see her, so I called her on FaceTime. My brothers and sisters. The bass boost.
I know that.
Wait.
Talk.
The bass boost. Who told you to call me? Don't you know it's rude to call someone on FaceTime? Everything is rude though. Don't you know it's rude to call someone on FaceTime without taking permission? You need to tell me, I need to clear my schedule, you need to be available. Auntie, sorry, I was just... So I went out to call her on video call. I'll book appointment, fill form, submit. When it's approved, then I'll call. So
it's not even that serious.
It was that serious, but yeah, we kept on moving bit by bit. Then the most amazing thing happened. 2-3 months into us talking, she was wrapping up in China and she was about to come back to Ghana. Let me tell you, my mother doesn't know. I was supposed to come back home from school that summer. But because my
your what?
My then girlfriend, now my wife, was coming back to Ghana.
Your friend, because I was not your girlfriend.
Okay, my friend. Sorry, forgive my manners. My friend that I was longing to see was coming back to Ghana, and it happened that we were wrapping up the semester.
Vacating.
Yes, we were
because
vacating.
we came back during summer too.
Yes, so we were vacating, and so I was left with, I was in the dilemma actually. So to go home or to stay back and wait for her. So after back and forth, I decided to stay, and I don't regret I did. So I stayed back. She came back. Yeah. Then she tried to see me a couple of times. It wasn't possible.
We can't even tell them how this went. Yo, so we got talking. It's like, oh my God, you're such an interesting person. I can't wait to see you. We sent each other pictures. I sent him snaps. He would send me snaps. We updated each other on our schedules and stuff. Like, we're cool friends, and we're so eager to meet, right? Because we've been talking on social media for the longest time. And yeah, so I clearly gave him my schedule. And when I was coming back, I was so excited that I was coming to meet someone new. Yeah. So, and he seemed excited to come and pick me. It started from when I told him to come and pick me from the airport. Do you remember that part? I told him to come and pick me from the airport. He gave me one story like that.
I didn't give any story. I told her I don't have motor. That I have a bike because I was in school. So, but
how did you come and pick me?
Where do you want to put her luggage? So I said I simply declined, and it wasn't my fault. Then she said
he didn't even make second option. Like, he didn't even make second option. He didn't even, He didn't make second.
Musica.
He just said it there, buddy. He just said it there, buddy.
Well, I was a student, so
okay,
yeah.
you would have just told me then that yo, I don't have money.
Yo, no. After the doings, was not. I can't tell you. I can't. I know.
Okay,
First
well,
impression
he
matters.
shall decline that he wasn't going to pick me for an airport. I'm like, this guy is already running away. We never even start the scene. Don't they run? I got to Ghana. My family came to pick me up, and I was so happy my family did. They came to pick me up. I was super excited they did. Yeah. And I chilled with my family for a while. I tried seeing this guy a couple of times. Papa refused to see me. I don't know why. He refused. Like, he was just giving me excuses upon excuses upon excuses. I came back in July, right?
Yeah.
But I saw him in August. That was like second week of August. I already came back, like, I already stayed maybe almost a month. Almost a month. Yes, it was almost a month. Without seeing somebody that was telling me, I can't wait to see you, can't wait to hug you, kiss you,
Hey, I didn't add that one.
Hey, you can lie.
Oh, you my girlfriend. That's how to hug.
But you were giving me that girlfriend vibe.
No, I was not giving you.
Hey, you are lying. You are lying. Hey, that's what he was saying. See,
yeah, I did not say kiss.
This boy is not a good boy. He's a bad boy. I won't go into details, Sha. So I tried seeing him. He refused to see me. I was now wondering what's going on. Is he even a real person? I went to Nigeria. Can you imagine? I went to Nigeria and came back. Told him I was back. Do you know what he told me? That he's traveling to Nigeria.
When she came back?
When I came back. I don't even know if he actually went to Nigeria.
I did.
You did?
I did.
And he went to Nigeria, he stayed for just a week. Or even just a weekend.
Yeah.
And he came back. Now, why don't you want me to see you? He said because he has boiling his eyes.
I actually did. I don't know, I think I reacted to something in Lagos, so gave me ball in my eyes, so and I wanted to, like
package
fresh to death, SBA. Sweet
Boy Association.
So,
then.
But my eyes now,
casted.
So I wanted to take my time. So I had called my mom. My mom is a medical personnel, so she had prescribed something for me to put. So I was actually putting it, and it was dissolving, but she was rushing me, and I didn't want that. I wanted to enter a relationship with style.
Please get out. After everything you did, I still saw the boy.
Well, I wait. The boy don't give me just some more. And he was giving me pressure, so I'm like,
I was giving you pressure. Okay, it's not like I was giving you pressure. So then I was managing a warehouse, my dad's warehouse in Accra, and he stayed in Osu. My Ghana people, you guys know where I'm talking about. So he stayed there, and Accra to Osu is like just 15 minutes. Every day I frequent Osu, so I can just see you. Why don't you want me to see you? On this day, finally, I told you, you know what? Come rain, come storm. Today, I must see you. And it was his birthday. So, that was how we met. We can end it here, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, if they're interested, we can continue. So, this is a part 1. So, let's just answer the Q&A. I know that is why some of you came to watch this video. So, I'm going to ask you, then you can answer from your own perspective. I'll also answer from my own perspective. So, the first one is, was there ever a time you both almost quit, like being unsure of the relationship?
Yeah, I mean, getting to know someone for the first time, and we had our differences, I had my way of doing things, she had hers, so we had to meet halfway.
In fact, before we even got into relationship, we were unsure of the relationship. Yeah, and before we entered into we already quit the relationship. We had a lot that we didn't agree on, right? So it's not like, yes, we tried quitting a couple of times, but it never worked. When he wanted to quit, I was interested, and when I wanted to quit, he would be interested. So there was no quitting. It was as if we were just back and forth. It was as if I don't know, but I don't know what kept us. We were both persistent, basically. So there's no perfect relationship. Always remember this. And yes, there was a time we were unsure of the relationship and we wanted to quit. The second one is, how many times have you threatened to break up?
This girl. So, I was drinking small tea. Yeah, a couple of times, but I know how she's just stubborn. Go nowhere. Yeah.
Okay, this question is very funny. It says, how many times did you block each other?
My brothers and sisters, they block me. Yo, so so one day we were quarreling. Quick one. One day we were quarreling. So she sent her own version of how she analyzed the issue. So I said, okay. So it was really lengthy. So I took my time. I read through it. I was just replying. I said okay first. Then that okay was like, I'm on your message. So I said okay. So I was not typing like my own reply. DP just vanished. What's going on here? What's going on here? Call the phone number. Bam. So yeah, a couple of times, yeah. She did block me, but I never blocked her. I don't
Yes,
believe in it.
actually, he never blocked me, but I blocked him more than 13 times. More than.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I can still block him. Like now, even though I'm married, don't dare me, I can still block you. I'm serious. So this one is a really personal question. It said, who made the first sex attempt?
On to the next. Don't cast him.
You don't go on, get out. Wave that aside. It's none of your business. Mind your business. Did you guys ever take any break from each other, especially during the tough time?
No.
No. We never took breaks from each other. We can take texting breaks, right?
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
fine.
just maybe when we have issues, just give each other a break to just cool off, a couple of hours, sometimes minutes, and yeah, we get back talking. But taking a break, I don't even understand that thing that they do in a relationship. And
Let's take it.
let's take a break. Nah.
Take a break. You go chop breakfast.
Okay, we never took breaks at all. There were no breaks. We never took any. No, we never did.
No, at all.
One more question.
4 years going on 5. Okay.
Our wedding day was supposed to be our 4th year anniversary, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was supposed to be.
You like to guys how we are calculating the wedding anniversary? On the day I had it on Snapchat, I got calculation.
Before. You don't know. Yes, now.
Are we done?
No, we are not done. There's something I want to check. There's this post I made. The other questions were regarding marriage. April. When did we get married? April, ba?
Yeah.
April. Yeah, it is. Okay, I found it. Okay, this one says, hey baby, when are you going to post your wedding? When are you going to post your wedding vlog? Very soon. I'm still going to post it very, very soon. And I say, hi, I hope you are enjoying your honeymoon. Yes, of course, we are. We are done with the honeymoon. Right? Abi, are we still in the honeymoon?
Every day is
Okay,
honeymoon.
so this one says that what were your fears before getting married? I'm having cold feet.
For me, I was fully ready, so I didn't have any fears or worries about getting married, because you know how you have to be really, really ready to step into it. Even though sometimes you're ready, but you still have this,
Fears.
these fears and everything. But I didn't have any. I was fully
Okay, what
prepared.
were your fears before getting married? I think before we got married, we already discussed a lot about our differences. We spoke a lot. We did talk a lot about the things we didn't want going forward. So it's not like we had any fears. The only thing that I got worried about was finances, like the financial aspect of it, because I am not working. I don't have a 9 to 5. I do my own business, and I feel like I don't have that. I'm not really financially capable of financing a wedding at a time. But I don't know. God did it, and here we are. That was my only fear, finances. Aside that, I didn't have any fears getting married. And this one says that, how does it feel being married?
Super awesome.
It feels really awesome. It feels like you are moving in with your boyfriend and your parents are cool with it. Right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it does feel like that. Like you're moving in with your boyfriend. And the truth is, I have not gotten used to be married, not yet.
Let me tell you guys. So yesterday night we were coming back. We were driving. So she was checking something on her phone. Then she said, "Babe, when we get married, I'm like, hey, see this auntie."
Yo, legit.
So, yeah.
Sometimes I still call him my boyfriend. I don't know if because we dated for a long time. I don't know why, but how am I doing this? I call him my boyfriend sometimes, and sometimes he makes statements like, "Baby, when we get married, like we are married, and I haven't gotten used to being married yet. It's a process. I know that one day I'll be able to call you my husband for a whole year. That's my boyfriend." So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and this is part 1 of this video. There's still we didn't talk about a lot of things, but depending on how this video does, we'll know if we're going to have a part 2 of how we met. So if you want to see a part 2, comment down below. And if you had similar first time experience or how you guys met in a relationship, just share with us in the comment section down below. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you again in my next video.